I have but one candle of life to burn, and I would rather burn it out in a land filled with darkness than a land flooded with light. That quote reminds me that we're compelled to go to the darkness. We're compelled to go to the places where there is no gospel witness, no gospel light shining in that darkness.
The question of whether or not we should be still sending people to the foreign mission field is something we've had to deal with very recently in our own church as we're wrestling through how we can best use our church resources.
Although God is bringing the nations to us, and a lot of them bring the darkness of other religions with them, in large part, we live in a land that is still flooded with light.
It's important for churches in America to understand the difference between evangelism and mission. Evangelism has to do with sharing the gospel with those who do not know Jesus in your context, in your neighborhood.
When the gospel is said God is the God of all nations, right? That means it's variety, the different. We all have the different gift. We use our gift together when we serve God together.
This is true because American people learn from Mexican people, and Mexican people learn from American people, and they are working very well with us.
Mission is cross-cultural and points to the fact that there is a difference between someone who has never heard the gospel in the US and someone who has never heard the gospel in Saudi Arabia. It becomes an issue of access.
The most recent statistics I saw was that in the US, there's one full-time Christian worker for every 270 people. In the rest of the world combined, it's 1 in 450,000. In Eastern Europe, it's 1 in 950,000. In the Muslim world, it's 1 in 1.7 million. It shifted my perspective in that no matter what we have going on in the US, the world still desperately needs laborers. The church is still to be a sending church.
Even Jesus said, go out and make disciples, right? He didn't say stay here and make disciples. He said, go out.
So in this moment, we need churches from PCA continuous to sending American missionaries to work with us.
If your vision is global, if your mission is global, then sending missionaries to the ends of the earth is actually fulfilling the very calling that the Lord has given the church. It's never a subtraction, it's always an addition or a multiplication of what a local community can do.